from Tampa, Florida. I am the Gladiator Guru. Good morning, Badass Buddha.
Good morning, Gladiator Guru. Wait, let me have a little bit more of my coffee. Gladiator Guru. I'm so sorry about that. And so let's hold up our coffee mugs, by the way. I did switch this morning, and I remembered. The nice part about the mug is this part, but the handle, like if I'm a lefty, that would be great. But unfortunately, the boring side is for the righty, right? So I guess it's so I can look at how beautiful.
Yes, it's so that you can feel joy with every sip.
But you know what? Why didn't they just make it across? Like, this is why I bought the set in the first place. I bought it because of this, and it's like in one little splotch. Like, what's the point? It's like boring.
Well, mine's
there. Oh, let me see your cup. Yes, I'm like moving on already. Free spirit, love it. I love it.
And you see, I used it a lot because it is very lovely and worn.
Oh, you're definitely a free spirit. There's I didn't even think to lot. Hold on, I gotta get us on to are you on already? You viewing everything? Because I'm slack on that. I'm supposed to do that while you're introducing yourself. And I can't even find us. Where are we? Oh, there we are. Okay. So now let me lower my volume. Here we go. All right. So how's the weather down there? How's
it's beautiful.
Is it nice?
It is. I'm sitting again in my sanctuary with my blinds up. So it's not as sunny, which is, I like days like that. And it's a cool breeze. That's one thing. It's a cool breeze. So it's not like hot just yet.
Yeah. It's been cold up here. I mean, it's been like unseasonably cold. It was, I think I woke up this morning to like 37 degrees. It was crazy. Yeah. It was, I don't know. It's not spring. I don't know what the heck's going on. I mean, it's been sunny though, so I'm not complaining. But then we had some like wacky weather, like over the last couple of days. I think it was over the weekend. I can't even remember if I mentioned that. No, what day was it? It was snowing, and then it was over the weekend. So I don't know what's going on. It's just, but I can't wait till it gets like steadily, warm. And I'm hoping that it stays warm enough at the spring level, as opposed to like just jumping right into summer. I can't stand when things just jump right into the next. Like they give you a few days and then they jump right in, and then you're like, oh my God, it's so comfortable. It's very and all you keep saying is, like, oh, I'm going to go out. It's so nice out. I can't wait for the summer. And then it gets really overly hot. And you're like, oh, it's too hot to go out. And you've been like waiting for it the whole time. And then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I don't want to go out. I try not to do that. But every time I say in the winter, it's too cold, I can't wait for it to warm up, I always say to myself, but you have to make sure that when summer comes, you're not complaining that it's too hot, because that's not fair. If you're complaining it's too cold, or vice versa, really. So,
but humans are a finicky lot. We're always going to find something to complain about.
I know. But
I'm in Florida. I miss the cold. Like November and December is where you should be wearing your scarves and your boots. And then I was there last year, and I couldn't deal with the cold.
Oh.
I couldn't. It was very depressing for me. It was cold. Like I wouldn't even leave the house.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, it could be that cold. Yeah, absolutely. And I like the change. I like the change of the seasons. That's why I don't think I could ever really live somewhere where there's not a change. I love the cool temperatures. I like the clothes that you wear with the cool temperatures. I like the, I don't know, I just love changing the outfits, My sister lives in Southern California, which is great, by the way. I mean, it's just beautiful. And she does get some cold weather, like in March, February, it gets a little chilly. So, it's most of the time it's pretty nice, it's like, it's much more consistent. So more, you can do more, I guess, when it's nice out, you could do more. So how's your week been going since I saw you last on Tuesday? Well, I didn't really see you last. I saw you yesterday, but.
It's good, busy, rearranging, emptying out one room to rearrange a washing machine there, and then you discover you have so much unnecessary shit. Like 2 black garbage bags of stuff I threw out yesterday. And I still have a room full of stuff to go through because since I was gone for so long, that's stuff that I stored when I left to Connecticut for the year. And so I'm like, I don't need this. And then you want to hold on to little mementos. And I was so proud of myself because I just kept saying, no, I don't need this. No, I don't need this. I don't want it. So it's been a good week. It's been very productive because at the end of the week, I'm going to see everything differently and everything will be in its place. And I won't feel so filled with garbage. And yours?
You won't feel so like closed in.
Yes.
Clutter closes you in. The physical clutter closes you in, and the mental. It's bad enough we have mental clutter. Then we have to deal with like the physical stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's too much. It's so nice to purge like that. Isn't it fabulous to purge like that? Oh, I love it. I think I have to do a purge soon.
Yeah, I have to, because then that's you taking inventory of your life.
Oh, yeah.
People think that it's just, no, it's really going into those drawers and removing that one sock that you were wishing you were going to find, that it's already been 3 years. Let it go. Just let it go. And so it's taking inventory of your complete self, even with the minute little thing of holding on to that one sock because it was your favorite pair, but the other one decided to run away. So let it go. Accept it, So that's how I get through it. Okay, I'm taking inventory. I'm getting rid of all the past due date things that no longer need here. So my week it's been going good. It's kind of but it's good.
Yeah, great, fantastic, fabulous, lovely. Well, so today we are going to our subject is a continuation, right, of our Saturday's conversation. We started that conversation just on the pilot episode because it was the day before Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. I wanted to like continue this conversation with our guests. So Thursday's lineup are always that we include our guests. So we're going to have 2 guests on, hopefully 2 guests on this morning, and we're going to introduce them in a little while, or in a little bit. But our conversation is, are you a sexy mom? And right, we didn't want to limit this. We talked about this yesterday. We didn't want to really limit it necessarily to whether or not the person is a mom. So we can define this a little bit, right? So you can be an actual mom where you have your own children. You can have somebody else's children. You can be an aunt. You can have pets. You can have no kids. What we want to talk about this morning is about being sexy. Defining what is sexy, what you think is sexy. Are you sexy? Mm-hmm. And we'll have conversations about this, and it should be very interesting to have this type of conversation. So before we get going, because we're almost at that time that we're going to pull in our guests. Any plans for the weekend, Margie? What's up with?
No, just rearranging my washing machine from one room to another room and creating my walk-in closet. That's going to be busy enough as it is. But what we wanted to do today was when people sign on, we want them to give a shout out as to where everybody's from. And we have a coffee mug challenge for every and anyone listening to take a picture of their coffee mug and post it for this morning's show. So it's a coffee mug challenge. We'll see who does it first, and so I think that would be cool for cool participation and to let everybody know where you're from and what type of coffee mug person are you. That's gonna excite me.
Well, and I think that could be an ongoing thing. I think whenever everybody comes on, let's definitely let us know where you're coming from. We have people from all over the world, so it'd be great for you to say where you're from. And if we can get those pictures, we can keep having this as an ongoing challenge. We want to see what type of mugs that you have. Are you swapping out? Do you have just the boring white mug? Is that like what you got? I mean, and no judgment. It's just, and is it the only thing? Like for the longest time, like my mother only had, like she bought her set of dishes with the set of coffee mugs that come with it. And that's all she had. Like she had those for years. And they started getting chips on them, and she wouldn't really replace them, And after a while, it was like, I would go somewhere, let's say, And I'd be, oh, this is a really cute, coffee cup. And I would buy it for her, or my sister would buy it for her. And then next thing you know, it's like they would be in her cabinet, but she would never use them. She would never take them. She always had to use those particular ones, right? So it was, after a while, it was like she started to transition, though. She started to actually use the other cups, and she takes the matching ones out for company.
Oh, okay.
I like to have the unmatched ones, and now, so funny, I was thinking about this last night. I was thinking about coffee cups last night. Could you imagine? I'm laying in bed before I went to sleep, and I'm thinking about coffee cups. And how cool is it, though, when you go to somebody's house and you don't have a matching set, in a way. It's nice to have, everybody has a different mug, and you put it in the center of the table instead of having it out at the seat. You put it in the center of the table. When somebody's ready to grab their mug for coffee, they grab the mug that resonates really well with them. So different assorted mug. I would imagine you have not a one that matches, right? You probably have
no, I don't even like a matching bedroom set. I don't like nothing that matches. I put my own eccentric touch to it.
Yeah.
You come to my house, there's nothing that's a set. I think that's for me, for my spirit, it restricts me that I have to do that. So no, I don't even own dressers. I hate dressers.
Yeah.
Girls in the room. So nothing matches. I do not buy 2 mugs of the same thing. No.
See, I knew it.
Thank you for the observation.
You're so exciting.
I don't know. I just never have. So that's good. So.
Oh, look, we have a good morning to our Janice. Good morning. Did I say it right? Did I say, is it Argenis? How do you say it?
Argenis.
Okay. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming on today. So we're about ready, right? We can bring on our guests, correct? Let's see. How do we get them? Here we go. Let's admit them. Admit. So we're going to admit. Here we go. So we're admitting our people in. Here they are.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Tiffany.
Good morning. Good morning. Buenos dias, Miss Nancy Green.
Good morning.
Oh,
there we go.
And I fix your phone. I'm like, oh. Sorry.
All right, so Margie, why don't you introduce our guests for this morning?
Okay, we have Miss Nancy Green.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Hi, Nancy.
Where are you from, Nancy?
I was born in Medford, Massachusetts, but I am a Tampa girl. So I've been here pretty much since I was 5 years old. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you're a Floridian.
Oh
You're
yeah.
no longer part of my New England tribe.
Yes.
And then we have Tiffany Torres.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Good
Tiffany.
morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good. Where are you from?
I was born and raised in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and currently resident, and now my home is Tampa, Florida.
Oh, okay.
All right. Fantastic. Okay, so the conversation, ladies, we started this conversation on Saturday. Happy Mother's Day to those of you.
Yes, happy Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day.
Are you both moms?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So happy belated Mother's Day. So our conversation is, are you a sexy mom? And we made it, we talked about this yesterday, Margie and I were talking about this yesterday, and we don't want to leave people out. So we don't want individuals to think that it's just a conversation about being a sexy mom. So we're including mom, we're defining mom as if you have your own children. It could be furry children, it could be nieces and nephews, or you could have no children. You could have an idea of future children or no future children. So it's about being sexy, about being a sexy individual and what makes it. So here are the questions. Are you a sexy mom? Are you a sexy woman? And what makes you sexy? And if not, why do you feel that you are not sexy? Okay, so who wants to start? So first off, who's feeling sexy? Who believes themselves to be sexy?
Oh, I. And I'm pretty sure Margarita can tell you about that. I love me. So I have 2 teenage kids.
No way you have 2 teens.
I do.
I know, right?
Our daughter is 17, and we have a 13-year-old. He's about to be 14 now. Great kids. We did start young, and I seem to turn 25 every single year. Last week, not sure how that happened, but no, I do feel pretty sexy for the most part. For most days, I feel good and sexy, and of course, I have an amazing husband that reminds me. But definitely inside, I do feel that way.
Great. So, is that where you think that it comes from? Like, what makes a person sexy?
What makes me feel sexy?
Or just like, what do you believe that makes a person feel sexy in general? I mean, whatever, even you.
Yeah, that has to come from within first. So if you don't feel inside, or you can't look at yourself in the mirror and feel beautiful, it's typically, because my sexy is beautiful. So if you can't look at yourself in the mirror and say that you're beautiful and you like what you see, it's not going to work. So, anyone, your husband, your mother, your brother can tell you 50,000 times a day, right? That you're beautiful or you're sexy. It doesn't put value to it. So unless you feel it inside, I don't feel like it's going to have that value.
Did you always feel that way? Like, have you always presented yourself that way even when you were younger?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah. Yes. I have a mother who always just gave that confidence, and that's really what it is that confidence that you are beautiful and you are sexy, no matter. You don't need to hear it from anyone. Just remind yourself constantly. And my mom always put that into me. So
Actually,
She sounds like a wonderful mother. Sorry, Lori.
You actually brought up a really good point, because it's true. Like, how you're raised, and it all connects to self-worth, in the end. And so, like, how you're raised, really, like, if you're raised in a household where people have that about them, that air about them, that confidence and that beauty, and beauty doesn't have to be like, having your hair perfect and all that stuff. It's that inner beauty that comes out on the outside. When you're raised to that way, that makes a huge difference, because I wasn't really raised to that way. I was raised by a mom who's very, very insecure. And she had her moments, but she definitely suppressed a lot of her sexual energy. And as a result, like, I grew up and that's how I felt for a really, really long time. It did take somebody, a man, to help me look past that and step out of it. But ultimately, it was my decision, right, to decide if I was sexy. So that's very cool. That's great. And you are beautiful, by the way. Like, absolutely. Like, date you in a heartbeat. That's our joke. Like, we would always say, like, we'd switch teams, right? We would switch teams if that was the case. But no, you're absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, you are very sexy.
So much. You know what? So are you beautiful. You are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Tell me more.
I grew up a different kind of way. Both of my parents are Italian, old school Italian. So in our house, it wasn't about being sexy. That my mom would always tell me that comes later. It's about cleaning the house, how well you clean the house, cooking, like getting prepared to have a family, be married. It was always, I was never allowed to wear makeup. I couldn't wear nail polish.
Wow.
It just wasn't about that in our household. But I feel like my mom, both of my parents have passed away, but my mom was really a strong woman. And she was just like the beauty is inside of you, you know, and it will come out. You know, you don't have to worry about being sexy, putting on makeup, doing all that. Worry about cleaning the house. How are you going to cook for your man? To her, that was the important part of it. It was like learning to clean and cook. Your man's going to love you for that. The beauty is there, you know? So, and to this day, I still don't wear a lot of makeup. Like I'll put on a little bit of eyeshadow, a little bit of blush, but I'm very natural for the most part. And I have 2 girls, both adults. My youngest is 18. The oldest is 25. She just had a baby. So both of them are kind of like me too now. They don't wear a lot of makeup, only if we go somewhere. But yeah, I kind of feel like Tiff too. It's like the beauty is within you. If you feel beautiful inside of you, then you kind of don't have to prove to anybody that you're sexy. You know, you're sexy in your own way. You know, it doesn't have to always be, you know, how you look or whatever. It could just be you, like what's inside of you, you know? So
that's awesome.
You feel
That's
sexy though, right?
Oh,
Right,
sorry.
I do feel sexy. I don't try to feel sexy all the time, but I'm very comfortable in my skin. I'm very comfortable with the person I am. I'm very loving. I'm very nurturing. And I feel like that kind of brings out the sexy in me, you know, if it makes sense.
Absolutely. That's exactly
Totally. Absolutely.
what we were looking for. Because like I said in the other one, this right here is fleeting, you know, the tits are gonna sag eventually.
Right.
If you've had a flat stomach all your life, guess what, boo-boo? You're gonna catch up to me and have a fupa. So I mean, it's within. And that's when you carry it through all the drama, traumas, and chaos. You carry that inner strength, you never let go of your inner beauty, because that's what seeps out and makes it.
Right.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are aesthetic, and they're gonna look for that perfectly makeup face, the manicured hands, the big ass, the big tits, the flat stomach, and those are people we don't need in our lives. But society still can make us feel uncomfortable and as though we don't measure up to what the ideal woman should be. I think through life we've all gone through that. You know, you look at J-Lo, I'm Puerto Rican and Italian, but you look at J-Lo, like, damn, why can't I look like that? And she's my age. But you know, those are just moments of that, because she's beautiful. You know, you admire
She's got
her.
a lot of money for a good trainer.
Yes, and a chef. She has everything. They probably spoon feed her so she can know how much to take in and shit.
Yeah.
And my hair's a frizzy mess every day. I don't care. It's just, hey,
guess what? I wash my hair and blow dry it once a week, and that's it. And be glad if a brush comes through it. Okay, so it's like 6 days will go by, dead ass. 6 days will go by, and right, Mom, 6 days will go by, and I'm like, oh, you know what? It might be that time to wash my hair.
But aren't you a hairdresser, Tiffany?
I am. Guess what? And don't I make my
Tell us about
every hairdresser out there can side with me on how often do you actually get your hair done or actually do your hair, period. I have more white hair up here than I can count, and I haven't colored my hair. I finally washed and blow dried it for the first time in almost 2 weeks. So, and this will last me until
because you don't have greasy hair. You don't have greasy hair.
Thursday. But then I just let it go. Just like Nancy was saying, it's just like, it's not I don't care. It's just like, this is me, and we're beautiful inside and out. People know how we are on our best days. People are going to know how we are on our worst day. But that's besides the point about how people feel and think. It's how you feel inside, and that confidence inside you, that whether you have your hair up in a messy bun or it's out and pretty and laid out and slayed, like I did yesterday to my hair. With that one.
But it's true, because listen, you could be like literally rolling out of bed, hair in like a whole, like all up, you know, you got the morning breath going on, and your significant other looks at you and go, come on, you want to get busy? And it's like Like,
right?
like, no, man, you're just turning me on. Like they'll be turned on by just you. Like you could be vacuuming, like Nancy was talking about cleaning the house, you know. See, that's when you know you pull it off. It's like when you could be sexy at the weirdest freaking times.
Yeah.
You'll be like, I look the worst. Like I've gone out places where I like put my hair up, I look the worst, and I got guys like saying hi to me and like, and I'm looking, and I caught it one day. I was like, what's going on? Like I made no effort, and like all of a sudden I'm attracting all this attention. You've got to be, so why put the effort in? I mean, I like putting the effort in for me, but
Yes.
but you know what I'm saying? So it's like you could be, when I hear women say, oh, I got to shower, I got to do this, you know, and I look a mess. It's like, no, you know, it is, it's how you feel inside. And you can walk into a room and just like, take over the room, just being yourself.
Exactly.
On my worst day, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's your aura, the sexiness, the confidence, the go-getter badass. That's your aura, and you carry with that in every change of outfit, and every updo, loose do, bun on top of the head, messy, and no makeup.
Mm-hmm.
You know, today I have on just a lip thing and mascara.
Yeah. And that's all.
I'm getting whited out by my window, so it's like helping. Like I look like I'm 25, you know, because you don't see anything. I want to do some shout outs to so Carmen's on. Good morning, Carmen. And Carmen is sending you a message, Tiffany. You have been beautiful day one. You have a beautiful family that have weathered many storms together. Your daughter is gorgeous. I've seen your daughter too. She is absolutely stunning. You're a fighter and have reinvented yourself. I see your honey on. How cute is that? And then Lillian said, good morning, Lillian. We're glad you're here.
Oh, I don't even see who's on. Good morning, Lillian. Oh, see, I started a watch party, so I have people on my watch party.
Yes, that's okay. You say hi to your people, and
okay.
Perfect.
So I want to say good morning to my sister Connie. Hey, Connie,
Hi,
which
Connie.
is also a hairdresser. She's probably saying, Tiffany, you're supposed to wash your hair every day because she washes her hair every day.
No, Titi, you know better than that.
Francia, hello. Hello, my
Francia.
Francia says J-Lo has no kids, didn't have kids until later on in life and danced all of her life. So, yeah.
Yes, that's true.
And she says her motto is make a thrift shop outfit like a red carpet event. Girl, that's what I do all the time because that's my favorite store. Good morning, Lisa, and thank you everybody for tuning in.
Absolutely.
So,
yep.
So who was Nancy? Were you next? Like, so
Nancy's gone.
Nancy, she's gone?
Yeah, she looks like she left. I think so. Nancy had said that she had work related stuff, and she didn't realize that there was a conflict in time. So Tiffany is in the house. It is all on her. I think she can handle it though. I really think she can handle it. So I think we're good.
I'll try.
Well, Tiffany, so I don't really want to ask you questions because I know you at that personal level. I loved what Carmen wrote about you because she's known you since what? You were, I want to say 10, 11? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Carmen has always been, how can I explain Carmen? She was always that safe. And when we talk about confidence though, right? And tell me if I'm wrong, Carmen has that. Carmen has that sense of confidence, but warmth at the same time. It's hard to explain. And I'm pretty sure that anyone who knows Carmen would agree with me. So I guess growing up with so many of these amazing women, that's brought up my confidence. So it's like, of course, I had a mother who was every single day taught me how to love myself and not to need that type of attention from other people in order for myself to feel that. It's always nice to get those compliments. But I think humbly, you only receive them and accept them when I guess that you have that confidence inside. So going back to all the women that my mom kind of introduced me to throughout my years, and I can remember even being smaller, and younger than 10 years old, listening to these women who have always had this sense of confidence and knowing of how to be that proud and loud Latina who can do anything, you know. So just at that moment when maybe even they've been pushed down and knocked down because they didn't fit that beautiful, like you guys are talking about J-Lo body and stuff like that. You know, I grew up with women who didn't have that but had so much more, and Carmen was one of them growing
She's
up.
funny. She's so damn funny. Like, just like the moment she shows up for me, I start laughing because she's so funny. She's very witty. I want to get out. So we have Marcy on. Hi, Marcy. Good morning. And Carmen is saying, I'm crying. Stop it. I love you guys, Carmen.
So, Tiff,
Yes.
share a little about yourself.
Okay, so I
A little. I didn't say go overboard, just a little.
So I can't start from like back when I was
like daughter. Okay.
Yeah. So I am just turned 34. I have been a hairstylist for about 15 years and have just recently started my lash business. So I'm a lash technician, which is going great. I did not know that it was going to flourish so quickly and so beautifully. And I've been learning so much. I'm actually going to be taking my second course now in a couple of weeks that I just signed up for. So I'm excited about that. And basically the goal is to be open up for shop and have my beautiful, my beautiful business open and running by next year. So just working on that a lot. And I don't really know what else to put in between that, because you said to hurry up, so you kind of
no,
like
what you mean in between it? So you're a hairdresser, you work a full-time job.
yes.
So you do hair as you work a full-time job, and now you're a lash technician while working a full-time job because you're still working like from home. And then you have the teenage kids, and then you do family things. So it's like on top of being sexy, you have, I would say that I have to give a shout out to your husband, who is very supportive in all your endeavors, and who picks up a lot of the extra slack to allow you to flourish into your whatever endeavor you're doing right now, which I would say that for the most part, knowing you, whatever you start, you do tend to roll with it. So that part, I admire you in.
Thank you.
Being, and the beauty. And I think for the most part, I don't believe like in a whole bunch of makeup and all that. But for me being sexy, it is the confidence being worn, Lori. This is out to all of us. But I believe it's what you emit from inside, from within. And you can look like a hobo out in the street. Because let me tell you, I don't have a medium. I go from being like this to looking like a homeless person. There's no medium for me. So, and I've accepted that about me, because that's how I transition. But in that transition, somebody will knock on my door and I'll have a sideways ponytail up here, a t-shirt rip falling off the line, and some sweat or pants with paint on it, because I just got finished making a painting. And I'll open the door and be like, hi, like if I'm at a black tie dinner party. Yeah. But I also like
when they open, like the first thing anyone says to you is, with that exact same outfit on and your hair all crooked, is, oh my God, hi Margie, you look beautiful. I've heard it, and it's crazy. And then, not that I disagree, but this is a constant. These are people who even know her, who would walk in and tell her, oh my God, even with that on, you look beautiful.
Yeah.
I think, and Lori, you and I were talking yesterday, preparing for today, and I believe Carmen said the same thing, how, you know, people would just throw on jeans, like a friend of hers who just would put on a button-down shirt and jeans or whatever and go to work because that was her comfort zone. And she was like the best at her job. Like she really went full in. So it's really a preference as far as the makeup, as far as the doing your hair. And I think that if that's what makes you feel good, then damn it, do it. And if you don't need to do it because you like that natural look and that's how you wear, you're going to wear it like a queen wearing her crown. So it makes no difference what your choice is. The only thing that I would urge everyone to never stop is believing in themselves enough that when they get up in the morning, they feel like a J-Lo.
Yes. And age like doesn't, it's not, you know, as you get older, you just like stop making the excuses. Stop saying I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm too, you know, you just make it work, because you are, I'm telling you, like I'm in awe of women when I'm out somewhere and I see them at all sizes, shapes, ages, where they're just walking and they just have that walk to them, and they have that stance in their body, the way they're presenting themselves, and they just, like, they're stunning, you know. And I love using that word for women. I love when I see a woman who just like absolutely looks stunning, because it's just emphasizing like what she's presenting, what she's projecting. And I want to, I didn't say hi to Linda Ann. I missed her. I apologize, Linda Ann. And let's see, Carmen said Stephanie Nieves is listening with me, and she said you and Margie sound similar. She sends love. So I'm assuming you know her. Okay. You ready?
Hey, Steph.
Steph?
Hey,
Okay.
But yeah, so like sexy. What's sexy? Sexy to me is putting on a pretty bra, and then what do I do when I have a pretty bra on? I want to flash everybody because I want everybody to see my bra. And for those who know me, know that that's exactly what I do. I'll walk into a room and they're like, hey, what's going on? And I'll be like, I got a new bra. This feels comfortable. Look. So, and sometimes when I feel extra sexy and don't have a bra on, I do the same thing. And that's okay, because I'm okay with that. So,
she likes boobs, needless to say.
I love my boobs. I do. For going on 52, I love my boobs. So, you know, so that in saying that, I just feel, and I can tell you that there are times, and you know what, I'm just going to show you.
Oh God, you showing us your bra?
No. I'm going to show you, because menopause hit, and this show is about keeping it real, right? This show is about keeping it real, so I'm going to keep it real. So, I have, like with the menopause, I've had an issue with some weight gain. But you know what? Like I said the other day, I have the shape of a guitar without the chords. So you're going to see the bumps and everything. And you know what? And I'm okay. It's just like we were talking about, the confidence that we have to have. I'm okay with who I am everywhere I go.
Right.
And whoever turns their nose at me, all they're doing is providing me with ammunition to get better, because that's how you got to look at life. Whatever negative.
That's a great way to look at it. Yeah.
Turn it around and make it a positive to yourself. Because then maybe that person did you a solid, because they're probably looking at you, or somebody will actually say, you gained weight, Margie. Like, those are the people I want to punch in the throat, but then I don't. And I smile and I said, that's life, baby.
I want to punch in the throat, but I don't.
What they don't realize is that maybe that day I didn't have the energy to get up and go walking that morning. But what they just did is they put that firecracker up my ass, and guess what? I'm walking. Or I'll come in the house and I'll blast the music and I'll do 30 minutes of cardio dancing like a maniac in my sanctuary.
But see, so why, the reason though that you have that drive is that's within you. Like, you're always one-upping yourself. You're always stepping up, and stepping up doesn't mean that you have to go out and get your nails done necessarily to make yourself look better. You just say that, like, let me look within and see what's like not lining up, that I'm not feeling like myself. Because anytime like somebody takes that wind out of our sail a little bit, like if we're not feeling that sexy, or somebody makes a comment and we take that step back and we're like, oh my God, are they right? I'm feeling kind of bloated. I feel a little insecure, but it's within us. Because then if you just rock it, you push it, you say, okay, why am I bloated? Maybe I need to like do a 1-day fast or something like that. Or maybe I need to move around a little bit, and it inspires you to do that. But I think that first step is that you have to want it too. So you were lucky, even with everything you've been through, Margie, because you've had a very traumatic life. You still managed to look within yourself and find that beauty and not get knocked down by that. And Tiffany, it's like it was instilled in you from like when you were little, like you saw it. You know, I make an excuse all the time, and I didn't want it to sound that way. That's kind of why I'm like backtracking a little bit. Like, you know, I did grow up with parents that were both parents very insecure. However, I think inside my mom really knew who she wanted to be. I think she was a little intimidated by really letting it come out. And luckily for me, I had a great influence with my sister. I had a great influence with the women in my family, my extended family. My mom was a great influence too. She sort of made me realize things. Like I came to more of an awareness because I saw what she was struggling with. So I didn't want to struggle like that anymore. But my aunts, like I've got my aunts on my mom's side of the family were just these powerhouse ladies. They still are. I mean, my one aunt is still working. She's in her late 80s. She's just stunning. My other aunt is stunning. And they're just really, it's not even just about their beauty that you're in awe of. You're in awe of their presence and their intelligence, and they have such great personalities and sense of humor. And that's what I mirrored, like I picked everything. I picked the good parts of my mom. I picked the good parts of these other powerhouse women that I was around. And then, but then I made my own because I'm not going to copy. But then I finally said to myself, what am I waiting for? Like, why am I not stepping up to the plate? Like, what's my freaking excuse for not stepping up to the plate? And I think I got tired of it. I think I got tired of making an excuse that I'm not this or I'm not that or I'm less this, and finally just said, screw it. You know what? I am sexy, and I'm happy to share my age, and I don't care. And the minute I did that, it opened up this really weird door. Like I'm not used to getting flirted with. And it's like, all of a sudden, the minute I just decided to own that, and really for me, not for anybody else, for me, it's like all of a sudden I got attention that I wasn't expecting. And there's some moments where I'm out somewhere and a guy will flirt, and I'm like, was he just flirting? Like, and then if I'm with a friend, they'll be like, oh my God, he was like so flirting with you. And I'm like, really? Like, I'm still flirting because I'm not used to it, And I love it. It's not that I don't love it, but it's just funny. I get a kick out of it now. I think it's cute.
Well, like you said, like the minute you decided that that's it, that you are, and you're capable and you're beautiful in and out. That's the confidence that they're seeing. It's not that your face. It's that confidence that you let out, that it's like wearing a sign that says, I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, right, you ever walk around and you're like, why are people staring at me? Do I have something on my fucking face, or do I have a sign somewhere? That's my favorite line, because I'm constantly, I'll get those stares and glares and stuff like that.
Maybe because you look like a 12-year-old?
Because I'm, that's why.
I'll get you later. Good morning, Nancy Harding.
So when you get those, it's I guess it's just, without even speaking, without anything, when you walk into a room and you're just radiating with that confidence, that is what people are staring at and they're looking at. And in your case, or you'll get those men to flirt with you because they're noticing that, yeah, you're beautiful on the outside, but it's this sense of confidence that you already walked in with. It's almost like spirit walks in with you that you don't see, but everyone else does.
Exactly. Right. And going back to you, Lori, what I've learned, looking back in hindsight, insight has always been a part of my makeup. And I wasn't aware of it. Like,
oh, I like that. Insight has always been a part of my makeup. I like that.
Yeah. And so when things happen to me, or sometimes I put my foot in it and like fell into something I should not have. Yes, Nancy, that's Tiffany. I learned not to take it in as being a victim, like, oh my God, this is happening to me, or this is or why did they do that to me? And I don't know how. And I think it's like the divine manifestations of the universe, of God, that always I had that light. So I've learned that whatever happened to me does not belong to me. And that's what I write. But you mentioned something and I wrote in my book, because I'm going to plug it in real quick.
Yes,
it says that when something happens to you, right, you got to learn to forgive, because in forgiveness, that takes courage. And to forget takes a lifetime, because people like me, I have the brain of an elephant, so I don't forget shit. Like somebody
Got
will say
to,
something to
but
me,
listen,
and
I
I'll
don't
say
even
no, because I remember 20 years ago when you were wearing the Madonna gloves and we were at such a place, this is what happened. And
But
to
you
let
know
go,
what? Before you go, I don't mean to interrupt, but you don't want to forget anyway. You just don't want to live in it. If we forget, then we don't learn anything from it. So forgetting is essential. Forgetting, you don't want to forget. You just don't want to live in it. You don't want to live in it.
don't.
Go ahead.
That's right. That's why I said that. You know, to forgive takes courage. To forget takes a lifetime. And to let go takes wisdom. So I write, forgetting takes a lifetime. Be gentle with yourself, because we all have demons we are battling. To let go takes wisdom. And in that, I will add that to let go takes wisdom. And I, my friends, am a motherfucking sage, because I have let go of many, many acts of trauma, drama, and chaos in my life. So courage, lifetime wisdom. It's difficult, but it can be done. You just have to want it that much. You have to want to step out of your own way and say, no mas, this doesn't belong to me. And then start living that transformational life, that purpose-filled life, that, you know what, I'm beautiful, no matter how many scars I'm wearing, you know, touch those scars sometimes. Remind yourself of the battle that brought you through it, that makes today your beauty, your village. And just know that you are here today for a purpose, and that happened to you to teach you a lesson, and that you're beautiful, and that you're gorgeous, and that you deserve respect, you deserve to be honored, and you deserve to walk in your peace regardless of what's happening around you. Because of that, the beauty of having that, I'm missing the word, we were just saying it, I just got caught up in something in my head.
Confidence.
That confidence, you know. So that's what happens when all of that. So thank you, Tiffany, because, you know, and sometimes you look at your life and what you went through, and then your daughter goes through something similar. So you tell her, no, get up. We're not crying. We're not feeling sorry for ourselves. We're not a victim. Get up. Let's do this. Let's talk about it. Let's share the story with people. So since Tiffany was 10 years old, Tiffany was sharing her story while I was sharing my story in rape centers and domestic violence centers. So I needed to let her know you're not a victim of nobody. And you better not be a victim of yourself. So get your ass up. Let's do this. So I thank you, daughter.
I thank you, mother, because if you wouldn't have instilled that in me, who knows? I would have continued to be that victim and a woe with. And I really can't stand people like that anyways. And it's just, so I'm glad, you know, and that has a lot to do with you. And it's funny because Naya recently also told me the same thing, you know, and Naya doesn't dwell on everything she has gone through in the past, you know. It was that sense of we have to get up, you know, and my husband and I will make sure, you know, get up, you got to take a shower. We weren't going anywhere. We couldn't leave the damn room, but take a shower. It was a brand new set of PJs that she loved. And, you know, she didn't have any hair, but we would put a brand new, you know, a headband on her with this humongous bow, you know, it's and her slippers. So in her room, she was her queen, right? Her confidence never left her, even without hair.
No.
She's a warrior princess. I'm sorry, Lori, we're talking about when my granddaughter was diagnosed with the worst leukemia at 6 years old. And she got through that. But Lori, any questions? But Tiffany, yeah, my granddaughter she's a mini me. So everybody, watch out, world, because another Margie is out there ready to prosper. Hello, darling. Good morning.
Huh?
Okay, Lori, go ahead, because
I said, so let me see, Carmen. So Carmen says, let me do a shout out to, or actually, there's a few things here. Okay, hold on a second. I got to go back.
I hope Nancy comes.
Hi, Ruthie. So Ruthie's on, my niece.
Hi, Ruthie.
Carmen said, oh my God, I got scared to Lori. I was like her. She goes, no filter, always fun to listen to. Lillian said, it's whatever makes you feel good about yourself. Absolutely, Lillian. Absolutely. Tiffany, shout out to Tiffany for watching. Carmen, it's what Tiff said, self-confidence. I'm all about work, no time for pretty sexy, no time for vanity, no, not really fair to Vic. He is so awesome. I am blessed. In my mind, I'm sexy though, and a private dancer. Wink. but in real life, not so much. Oh my God, that's so funny. Carmen, you're so funny.
And that's beautiful. I like the makeup. I love the jewelry. Being a rape survivor, I've always worn jewelry as like an armor. It's always been like my protection. So I will wear 7 different strands of pearls at any moment. And I can just be cleaning. Tiffany can attest. Don't let me clean the house and find shit in every room because I have them all on. Okay. And so to me, that
around her neck.
yeah. So that was my armor. So we never will understand somebody's reason for doing something, where people might have looked at me and said, oh, she's so, it's all gaudy, all the jewelry she wears. But what they didn't know, because they never took the time to ask me, is that in being a rape survivor, to me, that's what made me feel safe when I went out into the world. It was jewelry, my bulky jewelry. It was like, you can't penetrate me. And if a man looked at me a certain kind of way, it wasn't going to affect me because my armor was on. So that's why in a lot of ways, people, women like to judge other women, but unless you know the story, shut the hell up. You know, so the makeup, yeah,
that's everything. Anybody, if you want to really live a fulfilled life and feel really great, stop judging. Period. Just don't judge anybody. You don't know their story. You don't know why they do what they're doing, and who are you to know? Like, who are you? How are we the experts in? Oh, they shouldn't be wearing that kind of deal. Like, you know, why be that way? And again, it's so freeing to just worry about you, you know, worry about you, and not worry the way that you're worried of what people are going to think about you and how they're going to respond to you. Just not care. I mean, you know, I mean, I'm not rude about it. I've just learned over the years that it's great to just have that feeling of just peace within yourself. I mean, that's the best way to look.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And I think that as women, and I think in this forum, even though this is for anybody, because I love that men listen to this, because men who have the courage to come onto this show and make comments and listen, they're just making life better for their mother, their sisters, their wife, because they're learning about women that otherwise they wouldn't. And any man who's willing to learn how a woman works, not all every detail, because we don't know how the hell we work in completeness, but taking the time to listen, because there was my cousin Babalu was on earlier, and I think that he comes on, and that's like a blessing to any woman, because he comes on to listen, to learn some of the mechanisms of women. And we're all different, but we're all like the same. We're all breeders of life, or that awesome auntie. So I think we need to be that tribe for one another and stop with all the nonsense and uplift each other. And Darlene, you're right. We die once, but we live every day. And everybody says, "Oh, you only live once." No, you live every day that you get up. You die once. So yes, Nancy, why haven't you plugged back in? She said she got cut off. Just sign back in. So yeah. So, oh my God.
I want to make so Carmen also wrote, true, my Carmen C. Nieves and Vicky Nieves have total confidence and no filter. I love that. Me and Stephanie Nieves is my mini me. I love that too. They are my favorite women. Want to shout out to Aritza, is watching. And then she says, I don't know why I can't hear you guys. Really, we're really loud.
Iris, check your volume. I love the way you said that. You didn't even realize how you said that. You were like, I don't know why, like you almost heard her saying it. But look, Nancy Green just wrote, I used to worry all the time who likes me, who doesn't. And Margie taught me to love myself, and that's enough. Nancy, she's like awesome. Like, this is the first time we speak, you know. Yeah, so that's awesome. So yes, Tiff, that's awesome. I wish you, I am so proud of you with your lash business. As well as your brother, and I'm you sharing, you know, you being a young mother of 2. I think that the sexiness is still there. When I watch you and your husband, it's like you are just brand new lovers, and that's beautiful.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
Yes.
But Tiffany, hold on 1 minute. I just wanted to reiterate, because we have
we got Nancy coming on.
We have a coffee mug challenge for all the people who are on, including you, Tiffany.
Yes.
So take a picture of your mug and
my
put
mug.
it.
There's
Look at that.
way to post it, right?
I love that.
You bought it for me.
I know. I love it. And then post it. Post a picture of your mug. And I want everybody who's on, I don't care if you're off from Bridgeport or Shelton or Florida, I want you to just throw in the comments, where are you watching from?
Right.
I want it ought to be inclusive. I want Lori and I want everyone who listens to be a part of it. Like when we start off, we let you know where we're from, but we want all of you listeners to let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're watching from. I don't care if it's the toilet. Say I'm in the toilet in Bridgeport, Connecticut. That's where I'm coming from to you. Then
I've had many a great conversation with people. I always have to talk to Margie. Like I'm on the phone with her, and I always have to go to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Can't tell you how many times. Like, and usually I'm pretty good. I'll mute, but so she doesn't hear anything, or I'll mute to flush. But there's been a couple times, and she started laughing one time. She heard the flush, and I'm like, well, I love you so much that I just want you near me at all moments, even in the bathroom. So,
Lori, Tiffany, what's the song? What's the song? Whenever me, Janet, Stephanie, when we call each other and we're on the toilet, and they say, "What are you doing?" What's the song we sing?
Oh, you asking me?
No, Tiffany.
Oh.
When they're like, "What are you doing?" and we're sitting on the toilet, but we don't say we're sitting on the toilet. We come out with the song.
I don't get
Sitting on. Go ahead.
I wanted to make sure, but Henny, my husband, of course, would know exactly. But yeah, so we have a little like rhythm to it. Sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet. Or when it's bad, what is it? The Oh Jesus pain?
Yeah, I got the Oh Jesus. That's Irish. Kirita taught us that years ago. It's when you got that pain in your stomach and you're like, oh Jesus, take it away. So yeah. So I mean that's what I think that what Lori and I want with this show is to have like everybody come together. We want to share, like we want you guys to share things with us. We want to learn, like take this as for learning back and forth, and because we're very, very honored to be doing this and coming on to you live twice a week. And so I think we want you to feel all inclusive. So with that, I already see Nancy Harding says she's from Connecticut, Ruthie from Palm Harbor, Florida. Now the challenge of take a coffee mug challenge, take a picture of your mug and send it in, and we'll flow. We'll let you know what the challenge is later. When Lori figures it out.
Carmen is reminding us that they got, Carmen with she's throwing us the, like you're in the play and she's feeding you the lines, So Carmen says, I can't post a picture today. I have, she has to sign it up. Is there a hashtag or something?
My husband said that. He's like,
hashtag Viva Cafe con Leche. Hashtag Viva Cafe con Leche.
And we got a guy. So Jason Ayala, who's by the way, is a fantastic massage therapist. I'm watching, and he caught the end, but rewind it. If you just catch the end, rewind it, because again, we love having the guys on. This isn't just for ladies, although we are fabulous, but it's for guys too.
Yes.
And we are at the end of the program, so we do need to do some announcements because, so first off, right, we want to thank Tiffany and Nancy for coming on today.
Nancy came back on, I think.
But love to have you back on. We have so many topics like in the works that we've come up with that are really great and powerful, and you ladies might be able to contribute again, and we would love to have you on. And so thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. So what's coming up tonight? So I do my Thursday night Facebook Live on this channel, Dr. Lori Monaco, and it's at 8 to 8:30. It's just the 30 minutes, and I'm talking about the transition from staying at home and going back into life again. Although most people have been living, which is great, but I'm going to talk about what have you learned, and what are you taking with you moving forward in the new norm, right? Mm-hmm. Next episode of Viva Cafe con Leche is on Tuesday, 8 in the morning, right, Margie? And we are talking about, do you remember what we're talking about? Bad dates.
Bad dates.
Bad date. We're going to talk about, we want you to share your bad dates with us. We want to hear all the great gruesome stories, and we're going to have lots of laughs over them, because that's all you can do is just laugh about some of these dates. And guess that's it. Margie, got anything else to say?
Yeah, and it's I don't care if the date was 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah, no,
it's just a
right.
memory.
No
It's
time
just
frame.
to mention your dates. No, so we'll be on Tuesday. Tuesday night is Moments con Margarita. I don't know what the topic is yet. But just a reminder that Soul Searching for Peace, a book of tears shed in print. It's available on Amazon. If you want an autographed copy, you can DM me, text me, call me, whatever you want to do. Just contact me.
Absolutely.
It's a great book. I'm very proud of it. So let me know. No, that's it. That's all I have. I love the show. Tiffany, thank you. Nancy, I don't know. She's trying to come back on. It says Nancy's iPhone. Nancy Green, thank
Yes,
you. I
thank
honor
you.
you both for taking the time out this morning to share with us so early in the morning.
And I know we're a little bit behind, but I wanted to just make a couple things because, so Carmen says, love you, have a great day. Jason said hello. Jason also said, I heard Cafe con Leche, got my mug coming up. And then Jason said, hey to Carmen. This is great. I love the banter back and forth. This is great. And then our Jenna said, this is great. Guys, tune in. It's like a woman's manual. Love you, ladies. Too. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. So we will end. I am Dr. Lori Monaco. Thanks for coming on. Be you, be real, be extraordinary. And my beautiful co-host.
I am La Margarita, the gladiator guru. Namaste, mi gente. And remember, breathe in the beauty, breathe out the bullshit. Have a great day.
We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Bye. Bye, Tiffany.
Bye, honey.